What's up guys, Icebreaker here. We've got a new extra ability today. It is the explosive drones, and I know what you're thinking, but stay tuned. I'll show you what I think about them right now. As you can see in the gunboat, we've got the icon for the explosive drones, and when we tap on that, we can see at max level, which is level 17, you get 5 of them when you throw them from the gunboat, so you get a crit count of 5. They've got a health of 440, which isn't very much. Movement speed is moderate. Range is melee, like the critters, normal critters like warriors and things. Damage per second says 22,730, which on paper sounds really good. However, most max players will tell you that explosive drones are a waste of GBE. They're not worth using. They die before they get chance to deal any damage, etc, etc. Now the thing with these things is they take a few seconds to activate. So after you throw them, they freeze on the battlefield, and then after a short time, then they move to the nearest defense. Well, whilst they're frozen is normally when they get picked off and killed before they can get a chance to do any damage whatsoever. Okay guys, let's jump into a couple of attacks. I'll show you the reason why a lot of people think they're a waste of time. It's because when you throw them, like I said before, they get stunned for a couple of seconds before they activate and run off to the nearest defense or the nearest building to go and destroy it. And it's normally in those few seconds that the defenses around them can pick them off before they become active. Obviously this is only level 1 Dr. T, but on a max level base they would be destroyed long before they can activate and deal any damage to any buildings or become any use. So a couple of ways you can combat that fact and make use of them is if you've got your troops out on the battlefield doing the attack, instead of throwing them in front of your troops up ahead, throw them in behind, and then they'll activate nice and safe with your troops protecting them, and then they'll run through the troops to the nearest building, which will again give you a couple of seconds of distraction, and then if they make it to a building, then they'll deal their damage to that building. But yeah, throwing them behind your troops is just one of the ways that you can make use of them. Okay, so another way you can use them is by throwing them into smoke. So you throw your smoke on something first, can be anything, any building, then throw your explosive drones into the smoke. They will activate under the smoke where they are safe. Obviously that doesn't apply where Simos and microwavers are involved, but generally you can throw them into smoke and they'll activate, they'll move to the targets they're going to attack to, and then as the smoke expires, they'll explode, dealing all of the damage to that building as intended. There are a couple of ways of using them. Like I say, for max players, most max players, myself included, think they're a bit of a waste of time. They're just cheap critters. If you've already used all your critters already, then they're a cheap alternative if you're low on GBE for max players. But for your low level guys, these things are going to be great if you don't have critters yet. Yeah, low level guys, these are going to be great for you if you've not unlocked critters yet, or if you've not unlocked Sparky yet for her critters. Then obviously these are not only going to do damage for you in the ways I explained, dropping behind your troops or into smoke, but you can also use them as normal critters, as distraction for your attacks on PvP operations and stuff. They definitely have a use there, but as you get to the higher levels, like I say, once you unlock and max your critters and stuff, you get 14 per shot with max level critters. They don't do anywhere near as much damage. If you can find another use for them, leave it down in the comments below. I'd love to know how you guys are using them, if there is an alternative way to making a legit use of them. Check out the videos on screen now guys, some more of our content there. Smash that like and subscribe, check out our Patreon, and I will see you for the next one. Laters.